So we're going to start a little lesson. And Marissa's going to look, we have headsets on so I don't have to talk very loud. And Rissa gets to hear all my narration too. So look for him to telescope through his neck a little bit more, a little longer through his pole. And to reach into your hands a little more. So Marissa is, have we decided 5'3"? Okay. I always forget, 5'3", 5'4", 5'2". So 5'3". And she's built like a gymnast. And keep your heels stretched down. Try to just use calf. It's hard when you're on a slight horse that's not all that tall and he's a little bit slight. And trying to find him with your legs, you feel like you need to bring your heels up. So again, try to get him to the vertical or in front, but try to not let him be behind. He'll do that pretty easily if you take him too much with your hands. But keep your outside fingers closed, but look to ride him into that softly closed fist. Good. Good. And you can relax your elbows. Good. And then, yeah, still give him that, elbows at your side, that passive resistance. He doesn't get to just choose wherever he wants to put his nose, but you don't want to hold him in behind the vertical or, even hold his frame at all. It's hard. With him, if you give him all the reins, he's fine. He just plods along. If you take the reins, sometimes I know he wants to stretch and he pull down and give me more reins. Connection, I'll stretch. This is good. All right, so then when you're ready, go ahead and trot. You're going to shorten the walk a few strides, half halt and trot. Why don't you go ahead and do that again and see if you can get a little more clarity in the transition. You know what I mean? Could you feel that? Okay. So get a little better answer when you ask him to shorten the stride. That's a good walk. And your half halt, feel him respond to your half halt. So he pushes from behind. Yeah. Okay. He's like, oh, walk to canter, is that what you wanted? Okay, it's okay, you can tell him good boy. Yep. And then go back to the walk. Good. So try, more with your seat and your core to shorten the stride and a half halt. And then opening your seat and getting a little lighter for the trot transition, just closing your calves. And just see what combination of things can get that bright transition without thinking canter. There he thought canter again. And good boy. Yeah, and then right away again, half halt, shorten stride. Good. Good. You can close your outside fingers. Just have them soft. You can trust that left hand to be closed. We both have dominant left hands, so she gets to where she opens her hands in an effort to not be dominant with it, but she's trying to find a happy medium. Good. Very good. So go ahead and ask him to stretch. I'm going to get a little stretchy trot for his warm-up. And don't let him get any quicker. No rushing. Yeah, good. That's Marissa's hot seat. Good. Very nice. Very good. And go ahead and change rein, a little stretch the other way. So when I am stretching and I'm circling one direction and then I change rein, I really make it a clear, a figure 8 so that you've got a clear change of bend. Use that, take advantage of the gymnastics there instead of taking a diagonal. Bending is a really, really good piece of the stretching work in the trot. The more bend, the more stretch. Good, so you can ask him to put his nose out a little more, so a little inside flexion and then give. Good. Good. And go ahead and pick him up to a working frame. Take a little more outside rein. As you're picking him up, you want to kind of almost feel like you're beginning to pick him up in a working frame with the outside rein, just using just enough inside rein to keep him shaped, you know, to keep him bent left and all that, and soften a little bit. Let him reach into your hands. Don't let him convince you to hold him up. He would love nothing more. Actually, he'd love to just stretch the whole time. Live in stretchy land. Good. Good. Why don't you go ahead and ask him to canter. I'm going to shorten the trot. Have halt. What? What was that? Oh. Good. Good. Again, let him have your hands. Let him, yeah, you know what I mean. Let him reach into your hands. Ride him to your hands, not from your hands. Good. Good. And just be careful you don't get too much neck. And just kind of ask for flexion of the right side of his jaw, just to make sure you're not overusing the left rein and just to keep him balanced. Good. Then ask him to shorten a little, but try not to let him break. And then ask him to lengthen a little. So just do a few strides of shorter canter. Now he's almost 6. He can start learning collection beyond just the few strides of preparation for transitions. Good. And then try to kind of push the envelope a little bit, kind of canter on the spot. You know, really stretch up through your sternum and repeat the canter aids. Make sure your right leg is back. Yeah, that can happen. Just regroup and canter again. Good. So ask him to go big. Yeah, sorry, you were thinking the opposite. Yeah. So lengthen. Let your hands go a little bit forward. Good, good. And now shorten, stretch up. Repeat canter aid. Keep him cantering. Think uphill, like you're going to canter up a set of stairs. Canter on the spot. Canter backwards. And you can straighten him a little for that too. And you may have to give him a little tickle with the whip. See if you can get a little more definition here. Kind of lift, lift, lift through your chest. Good. All right, so if I was to say, I want you to do your darndest to get canter to walk. All right, so you know what that takes. Really shorten the canter, almost canter on the spot. Well, not bad, not bad. Good boy, yeah. Good.